Heyo, Universe Architect here, back from a video. And today I'm going to be recording just a quick tutorial of the custom dungeons, like Dungeon Maker, and the early starter bit of my little Minecraft map. It's not posted anywhere yet, because I'm obviously making the tutorial beforehand. And when this video is posted, it might still not be out, but I will put the link to the map will be in the description as soon as that happens. So we have all of this stuff, Gmail, YouTube link, blah blah blah, all this stuff. It's basically there's a start button. Here's all my stuff. And somebody sneezed. I'm scared. And then we start. For some reason, you start at the ground. But who cares? In this area, it's originally there in case you accidentally start in this area. And I have 50 levels because I was playing this map from when I was testing it, because my account is still obviously the same. And now we have all those dungeons, but here's how you get started. So here's the string to get started. Why is there a button in my inventory? So here's how you get started. Go to Jeffy here, pull out some wood, craft it into planks, take some sticks, take some pickaxe. You want to make probably gonna want to make a sword, make some more sticks. And I always make an axe because axes are good, especially early game. Okay, and now you need to go to Jeffy here, trade your wooden pickaxe, and you get this new pickaxe that can actually mine stuff. He gives you a better pickaxe. You have to go to Dungeon 1, and you only Dungeon 1. Like, do not go anywhere else, please, and this is probably not a good place. Use the abort sign to get out. That's the only way you can get out of these dungeons other than death. And that's the boss. Yeah. I'm just trying to find a good place. Please, please, please. You can't actually get stuck in these kinds of rooms. If you don't have the iron pickaxe yet. And to get an iron pickaxe, you need to trade in 5 blocks of iron. Here's how you get iron. So, you see there's a room with coal in it. To dig up these coal blocks. You can also find farm rooms. This is really only good early game, like right now, because otherwise you have to trade in bread or iron. No, not bread. Coal or iron to get food. So it's useful early game so you can get some quick food. Take your blocks of coal, go to Fred here, and you get 3 iron ingots for each block, which means 12 for each of those rooms you root. And you can also click that, because Fred likes to talk to you. He's an Ender Dragon. Actually, he wants to be an Ender Dragon. It's not an Ender Dragon. Here's how you get golden apples early game. And that's pretty much everything for this early game. Okay? And just a moment. Game, you need to go to the 3rd dungeon. Let me just go into creative mode really quickly. You need to go to the 3rd dungeon so far, because obviously there's going to be some updates. I'll give you some more info on that later. You got to go through these dungeons. Up here, you can see that's Netherlord room. Oh, we got one right here too. So basically, you need to kill this guy. He's an extreme evoker. He gives you slowness when you go near him. Basically, the whole 9 yards. He has extreme health and a totem of undying that he always holds. So basically, once you kill him, he just it'll show you when you're close to killing him. And then he drops a beacon called the Key, and the key can be placed on. So this one obviously doesn't have the custom MBT data because I just grabbed it out of creative mode. But with this key, you can. But the key, especially, you can place it on a sponge block. It's set up like that. Then you can break through here. You get a little thing right here, which is okay. And then you get, there's a bunch of, most of it's useless stuff. It actually comes from a Minecraft server. I actually contributed a lot of these things to the place, including this book and everything. And then you can get, the best thing from here is the mirror shield. Because with this, it's Unbreaking 10, so it's really good. It'll last you a while. And then we have, this is okay. This is not that good. And then we just have these you can't use. Pretty much Lucky Potato is really good too because of Fire Aspect 10 on it. But now you have to go to this guy. He gives you, it's better, so you get, for 2 gold ingots you get golden apple, or for a block of diamond you get a golden apple. Block of emerald, on the other hand, emerald block. Okay, so if you use a block of emerald, you get a banana potion. Now this thing right here, look at all those effects. Gives you slowness 3 for 10 seconds, binding fatigue 3 for 10 seconds, nausea 3 for 10 seconds. But it basically it gives you levitation for 5 seconds, which means you'll float out of the immediate danger. It'll automatically heal you. It'll give you jump boost for immediately after that. Resistance 3, fire resistance, water breathing, night vision, absorption 3 for 10 seconds, saturation 5 for 10 seconds. All of it's for 10 seconds except for the levitation, so that'll work. Those command blocks are not meant to be there. I just forgot to cover them up by putting them underground. So basically, if you drink this, say if I'm low on health, you just go into game mode 2 again. If you're low on health, for example, this husk starts hitting me a bunch, you can see I'm low on health, drink it, and you'll get like all this stuff, so it can barely hurt you. You'll float a little bit out of the way, and if you're still not out of danger, you get a good enough jump boost you can get out of the way before you ever take like very much damage. And obviously I just have hunger because of the husk. Just kill you. Kill it with fire. Okay, so after this, the final boss of the game, you have to have a totem, so far anyway, you have to have a Totem of Undying, and you need to have 5 blocks of emerald, and then you get the final boss. This can be placed on Nether brick, which means you have to go to the 3rd dungeon in order to summon it. And this boss battle is basically like, you just have to have insanely good armor. You have to get like protection 5 and everything, which is only droppable from a mob that's hard to beat. And it has a relatively low chance without looting 3 to drop its armor and stuff like that. It's not unbreakable armor unless you get the protection 4 unbreakable armor from one of the things. But it does have insane mending and stuff like that on it. And unbreaking, so after that, you just need to have tons of diamond blocks for enchanted golden apples. And then once after that, all you need to do is start like hitting everywhere, because the boss is going to be surprised, I guess, if you haven't already read the stuff. So yeah, here is the custom thing. You'd be in game mode 2. You have to store your stuff over here. This is to prevent cheating. Then you go over here. It clears your inventory and puts you into creative mode. If you walk back through this door, it'll obviously put you in adventure mode. And if you go back to that main area by using an abort sign, which you can collect from these chests, just so you can put it inside your dungeon, then that's fine. More or less brief anyway, of how to get started onto the thing, and a lot of this stuff, now we'll bring you down over to here, because this is very, very important. So, instructions for making a custom dungeon. All the instructions on these signs, but obviously if you want to watch this, you can. So here's the first step. You can read this stuff, but you have to build the room. You can build extra walls only if you want to have smaller walls into the area. But if you see here, if I just grab like a bunch of random blocks, not this obviously, why not bedrock, who cares, sandstone, some wood, basically anything that you can't break with one of the pickaxes, you can put all over the place. So like say if I want to have this room, okay, you can have that, this room can have this, that, this, and this, I guess, and then I'll have some cobblestone in here, and then I'll actually change this one to just normal sponges, because I'm going to take this one, and this one is going to have polished diorite. This is the boss room. So here's how this is going to work. You need to want to make sure you have like full floors and everything, because it's obviously like includes a large section of the floor as well. But you don't need to build any walls, obviously. And here's the treasure room. So I'm just gonna add in this as well to the entire structure, because obviously you want to have some extra room for mobs and whatnot if you want to put that in here. So let's start out with, all of these rooms are already complete now. All you have to do is go into these and click save. So custom, these are all just the room names. These are all side rooms, which can include small traps, mobs, pretty much all that kind of stuff. That one was glitched, that's why it has a different name. So now we go on to the treasure room, it's custom T. So we gotta pull out some diamond blocks, emerald blocks, gold, iron, pretty much anything. All that kind of stuff goes in there. So I want to pull out some iron blocks, some gold blocks, all this stuff. Just just kind of put it in here a little bit, you know. Just give it a good old 1-2. And then in here, make sure you have include entities if you want to add in some like extra mob just in case. Mob griefing is off, just so you know that. We could put like say a creeper egg in there, maybe we could put some like cave spiders, a witch, and if you want to use just normal like mob spawners, you can just give yourself a mob spawner, and then you can place it down. It defaults to a pig, but you can change it to whatever you like. So say if I want to have some mob spawners around, just like that. And now finally, we get to the custom boss. Voice crack. So now we're done with the basic tutorial on how to make these different rooms. It is now time to go over and start the work on making the boss. And why do I have the test subjects still here? These are not supposed to be there. Very sorry for their existence. And yeah. So this website here, right click this sign, gives you MC Stacker link, blah blah blah. Literally change anything about it. So I currently have a skeleton as the entity selected. Custom name is this Skellybum, and I can change literally anything. So if I want to make him holding a flower, I can go to this and I can click into this and choose Allium. I can rename it to a wand. I think I can make it 90% of the time it drops. And now I can do hide flags. I can say if it's I can hide if it can destroy things, anything about that. I'm not going to do anything to that though. And I can change this. Now this is very interesting things because you can change things like this. So for example, you could have it so your max health when it's in your main hand could be like, it could give you 5 extra health when it's in your main hand, 5 extra knockback resistance when it's in your main hand, and it could give you 5 extra armor when it's in your main hand, and armor toughness when it's in your main hand. And then you could have it so like it's 5 extra attack speed when it's in your offhand, attack damage offhand, movement speed could change to 0.7 when it's in your offhand, and all that stuff like that. And now I can have this extremely amazing flower, and then I can change all of their armor to like, if I wanted to make it a chainmail helmet on their head, chainmail chest plate. That is not what I'm supposed to put in their body. Don't put legs in their body. And then you can have, lag. You can have a chainmail leggings. You can change all of this stuff. Chainmail boots. And then their offhand, you could say, for example, you have a Totem of Undying. Totem of Undying, so they'll actually use that before they die. And now you can have it glowing, silent, and you can change anything about this. I'm going to make it 50 health, which is 25 hearts on both of those. No, sorry, that's not 25 hearts. I'm just insane. Wait, yeah, 25 hearts. Sorry. I was thinking 25 points. Yeah, 25 hearts. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I get it. You can change the tag too, which is only really useful if you're using tags instead of names, but I'm really using names in this situation, so I'm not even going to worry about that. You can have all this stuff. You can hide the name if you want it to. And I'm just going to copy this command. Copy. And now I can paste it into a command block, so I just quickly middle click on this command block to grab it. And command block, paste it in, always active, and what just happened? Oh, there's comma. Sorry about that. I'm dumb. And change this. Things I do. Copy the whole command. So because I already have this stuff set up for the custom potion effects, it'll automatically give me nausea for 5 seconds by default. And if I walk away, it'll go away very quickly. And so I just middle click on this command block to have the MBT data command block. I can get rid of this guy really quickly, and it'll prove that he does actually drop his stuff. If I just do this. Test smite on the axe, by the way. And now he dropped this flower. And now if I get into going mode 2, I can go into this flower, and with my main hand, I get the extra health, you can check, because you might have extra armor. Nothing on me right now, but I still have the extra armor. And I have extra knockback resistance, like nothing can knock me back. So if I just summon a Husk really quickly. Hello, Mr. Husk. He can hit me. I didn't get knocked back. And I also didn't take as much damage because of all this stuff. But now if I do this, I have insane movement speed because of that 0.7 speed instead of the usual speed. I have very quick, like, you see this attack speed? I can attack this quickly with an axe instead of the usual. This is how quickly you usually attack with an axe. You see how slow that is? But with this on, when you're offhand, you do this. But the thing is, you don't get your extra health or anything, but you do get extra speed and 5 extra attack damage. This will do insane damage to them. Instant killed them. Just a quick show off of the item I gave them, so you can know what's possible. Plus, you can obviously go much more crazy than what I just did. So we're just going to game mode 1 again, and show you how to make the crazy potion effect thing. You need to copy this command. Should be proper. You go into this, and then you want to go back to empty stacker. I already have it set up with the area effect cloud. You just have to go into entity and click area effect cloud again. You can have to click status effects right here, and then so I picked nausea, 5 seconds, hide particles. So this is my command right there. If you have to copy this command, I would highly advise, see this number where my mouse is over here. Change this number right here to just 0, because this will make it summon at the player's location, like directly, and instead of like getting in their way, unless that's the point. If you want to have the particle effects like directly in their face, then yes, I would recommend using the 1. But now you want to copy this command and paste it in with, you want to paste it in at the end of this command right here. You see where this is, you want to do a space, and then you want to paste it in with the name, because my mob name, for me I would type in Skelly Bum, and because I have no spaces in the name, you actually don't want everyone to have spaces in the name if you're using names instead of tags, which is why I always use tags instead of names. But for the sake of simplicity in this tutorial, I'm just going to be using names. And now if I go over here, we have this. You can see the entire command, and it has the potion effect right there. You can have it. You can also change this, so you can actually be like closer to the mob to get the effects. Or you can change that to like 10, so you like always have it whenever you're within 10 blocks of the mob. So now, if I quickly take this, I'm going to change this thing to include entities. Click done. Then you want to summon it in, and then click save before they run off. And he already ran off. The cheek. Jeez, freaking crazies. And so now, obviously, I'm going to be awesome and kill them easily, like this. Whoa, this is insane. Yeah, obviously I just have normal chainmail armor, but you just give them armor just for the sake of it. You can also make them spawn in with custom potion effects. All you have to do is read through the commands to see what you can do with the mob, and you would find out. Now, most insane part of all, you need to do this. Oh! You have to make it spawn in its minions. Gonna be insane. Absolutely insane. Stacker. You want to select whatever you want its minion to be. So if I want it to be a silverfish in this situation, because they're annoying, make it silverfish right there. I can name it to minion if I want to. It doesn't really matter. And then I can make it so like I could have a gas tier or something else. Like you can literally pick anything for this. Like I could have it a birch sapling. I could have anything. I'm telling you, anything. So I'm going to do a gas tier. It's going to have a 50% chance to drop. It's going to be a silver fish scale, and the attribute modifier is going to be when it's in your main hand, it will give you extra armor points. It'll give you 10 extra armor points when it is in your main hand. Okay. Or actually, you know what? Better yet, offhand, I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Shh, don't mind me, I'm just insane. And then you can give this thing a default 10 attack damage. You can have it like 2 if you want to. 3. I'm going to do is 1.5 hearts of damage. So max health will be like 10, I guess, and then 10 over here. You can change a lot of things. You can make it glowing. You can make it silent if you wanted to. Anything with it, just anything. So when you come back here, you can read this stuff if you want to. I don't need to, though, because I already do a lot of this stuff. And so here is the first area here. You don't need to change this because you just don't. And then here, your mob name here. So I'm going to change this to Skelly Bum. And I'm going to take that. You check through this. That's all you need to change. The fourth command block, you need to go here. And you need to take this and go Skelly Bum. And now you need to go here. And now right at this very end part where it says choose your mob, delete every one of those, leave this space right here, and paste in your mob. And now you want to come all the way back here, or you can do this part first if you want to, and make sure that you have everything. So everything's fine here now, right? If you want to, you can change this number here. So this is every 5 seconds it'll spawn in this in. But if I want to make it, for example, every 10 seconds, I would change this to 200 because if you take away this area, no wait, sorry. So this is 2 seconds. This is 20 seconds. This is like it's 200 seconds. It goes on. You gotta make sure you write down how many areas you want. So say this would be 1 second. Because every 20 ticks is a second, and then this would be 5 seconds. Oops, sorry. No, this is every 2.5 seconds. I'm insane. You need to do, if I want to have this, I can take out that part. This should be a good amount of time. But I'm going to take this and go here, so it's every 10 seconds about. Sorry, I did my math wrong for a moment there. Just don't mind me. And now, if I go over here, shut out the open, spawn him in. They'll give me the effects. And he'll spawn in his minions. And they like running away, apparently. So I just kill these. You can get the silverfish scale. And you can put it in your offhand if you want to. So watch. I now have insane amounts of armor. And I can include that with this. And I have a full set of iron armor on without any armor on. So it just gives you the same amount of points as them. And you can see that, especially if you have a wand in your hand, you would instantly kill them. Oops. With just a normal diamond axe. And with this, spawn me one more, please. Please, spawn it in. Dude. Minion. Bam. Bam. So you can also critical hit them, obviously. It's pretty easy. If you had a sharpness axe instead of smite, it would obviously hurt them because they're not undead creatures. And then, so if I come over here, that's the entire minion process explained in 2 seconds. Do you see this? It's human error. No, if this doesn't work for you, then it's just your error, okay? I've just shown you this works, and I've shown you I've tested it, okay? Just follow it. Follow them instructions. I'll update this when 1.13 comes out, by the way. But now, I'm going to quickly change this area. So this is the dungeon area. If I want to change this, for example, I could have this, that, torches. I can do anything with this. I won't have redstone torches. So say I can make, this is the front of the area, by the way. I'm going to break this one because those are the room areas. And if I want to have, for example, if I wanted to have a couple of doors around here to protect the starting room, you could do that. You put redstone torches everywhere. You do a lot of stuff. And then you all make sure you always have an abort sign inside your dungeon. It's just because eventually, if you want to make special dungeons that have no doors or anything eventually in the future, yeah. I have all my email stuff and stuff like that explained in the maps. If you want a bigger area to build your dungeon in, or you want more possible rooms or anything like that, and you do not understand how this works, because if you do understand how this works and you're able to rebuild it again really quickly, you can just check for these commands if you want to, and add your own rooms, because I don't know. If you can do it, then don't waste my time, please. But if you want a really big area, say the maximum for one structure block is 32 by 32 by 32, because that's the maximum structure block size default. But if you want it bigger than that, I can work something out for you. Just make sure you email me with the space you want to work in and how many possible rooms you want it to load. So now you have this stuff. I can just pull out, for example, if I want to have just a bunch, I'll just pull out a bunch of random stuff, lily pads, why not? And then I'll pull out some water for the lily pads and some dirt for example, if I want to do like, I can decorate this entire area. All of these blocks will be completely saved. You'll notice pretty quickly on. And then inside this room, I'll just place some vines around. And I'll place a jukebox, because why not? Who doesn't like jukeboxes? Probably a lot of people. And then I'll have this here can be a spruce sapling. And then I can have water there and a lily pad there. Just the whole 9 yards, you know? And then I can pull out some mycelium. You can do like anything with this room, okay? Just anything. Mushrooms. So that's pretty much this entire area. And this will save. You can place things anywhere where there's a stone block. Do not break command blocks unless you want the area to not automatically custom generate an area. Then we're going here, click save. You do not need to include entities. And then when you come over here, it'll automatically put you in adventure mode. I'm going to go back to creative mode just for the sake of showing this off. You flick this lever, which means you do not have to be in like survival mode or anything for that. And then you have to find the door. Oh, okay. When you download this map, it will be fixed, okay? It will be fixed. But I'm just gonna fill this area with air really quickly. Don't mind me. And I'll do difficulty 0, difficulty 3. Okay, so this would obviously not happen because I was just an idiot right there. I'll put the door on the other side really quickly. I'm sorry for that. When you download this map, the door will be on the other side. Let me quickly grab my command block back and stick it in here. Oh, I forgot. Forgot to turn it off. So basically, if you accidentally break command block, just middle click and while holding down the command to grab the MBT command block, flick this lever, and then place the command block back in the center of the room. This was totally just to show you how, in case you goofed this up, totally, I didn't just mess up, totally. And then you'll place command block in the middle, and you'll break this armor stand, because otherwise it'll fail. And you'll go on to the other side. I'm just going to go on to the other side to place all this down. I'm going to go into here again, I'm going to break, wow, I did that perfectly, got the skills to pay the bills right there. And then I can just grab like anything I want in here. I can grab a door, anything I want, okay? Just anything at all. I can just place like all this stuff. Let's place all of it everywhere, except for the saplings, obviously. And now I just gotta, decorations, you know? I'm very good at decorating. You should hire me as your decoration person, whatever. And then after this, you want to reflick this lever to turn the contraption back on. Go back through here. Once again, I'm going to put myself in creative mode just for the sake of testing this out. Make sure everything works and didn't do something again. So now, flick this lever on. What the heck just happened? I forgot to click the save button. I'm really losing my mind right now, if you can't tell. If you cannot tell, I'm losing my mind. Make sure you click the save button. Jeez, I'm losing my brain cells very, very quickly. Just moving swiftly on. Bam. Door's in the ground for some reason. Who cares? I can fix that easy though. Once again, these issues will be fixed when you actually play this map. Oh, that's odd. Okay, these issues will be fixed when you play this map. I promise you. I 100% promise you, okay? I will have fixed these issues. Bam! And now we have this area. The door popped off. Most likely because I just ate a potato right then. But yeah, you can look through this area. See, this room was decorated, but the floor generated. Sorry, I forgot to refill in the floor. If you do not... Background noise. I broke the floor accidentally of the ground floor of this dungeon, so that's why this happened. Just because I goofed a little bit, but that's fine because as soon as I fixed the floor and then it didn't happen. I proved once again it won't happen for you. And then you see, you have this, the guy spawns in, starts spawning its minions, you have all the rooms generated in, the really crappy rooms that I built within 5 seconds, and there's no floor, so that's why he fell through the ground, probably from up here somewhere, and yeah, that's that. that is how to make the custom dungeons and how to get started on the map. Yeah. See you out, and leave a like, subscribe. Don't leave a dislike, please. And make sure to play my map out as soon as it comes out, and you will see a link to it in the description. Yeah, I don't know why I had to read accent right there. Just don't question it.